Hello, love angels. It's your girl Shamika with For God's Glory. Welcome back to Motivational Monday. Today's word comes right on time for those who have been following me on Facebook or just personal friends who I've been speaking with. Yesterday was a hard time for me. God got me through it. Well, He's getting me through it. I'm not going to say, everything is completely okay, because it's not, but it will be. So, today's topic is entitled Faith and Deeds, and I actually got this topic from R.C. Blake's, Pastor R.C. Blake's. He was referring to James chapter 2 verse 20 about faith without works is dead, and it had me going into a little bit further, because one thing I've learned in previous discipleship classes is sometimes you can't just read the scripture, you have to read before it, after it, to get the full context. So I'm going to be starting from verse 14. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save them? Suppose a brother or a sister is without clothes and daily food. If one of you says to them, go in peace, keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about their physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. But someone will say, you have faith, I have deeds. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by my deeds. You believe that there is one God? Good. Even the demons believe that and shudder. You foolish person, do you want evidence that faith without deeds is useless? Was not our father Abraham considered righteous for what he did when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? You see that his faith and his actions were working together, and his faith was made complete by what he did. And the scripture was fulfilled that says, Abraham believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness, and he was called God's friend. You see that a person is considered righteous by what they do and not by faith alone. In the same way, was not even Rahab the prostitute considered righteous for what she did when she gave lodging to the spies and sent them off in a different direction? As the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without deeds is dead, or faith without works is dead. I'm getting this from the NIV version. And to go back, the prostitute Rahab, I think it's Rahab. I may have said that wrong. You can correct me below in the comment section. But I think that this scripture is absolutely correct. And I've heard it before. I've even said it, like, faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. But it's one thing to say it and then actually live it. So, what I was dealing with yesterday, I was trying to be obedient to something God, I believe, has been telling me for a while. And sometimes we hear from God what we want to hear, or we hear from Him and we decide to ignore it, or we say, not now, God, maybe later, please. You try to negotiate with God. No negotiating with God, God's going to do what God's going to do. But I just feel like the more I disobey, I'm just delaying my blessing. And I don't want to delay anymore. I was talking to a good friend of mine earlier. She knows who she is. And she helped me to put things into perspective. And one thing I mentioned to her was, you can't do the same thing and expect a different result. I'm saying it differently, but you guys get what I mean. If I want things to change, I can't keep going the same route that I've been going, because all I'm going to do is continue to just keep myself in the cycle that I've been in. And yesterday's sermon by Bishop Spencer Smith was about moving and getting out of your stuck place and breaking through into a new season, and your stuck days are over. So it was definitely confirmation for me, because I've been in this place for a while. God pushes me through, but if I'm honest, He pushes me through enough for me to kind of just continue to do what I'm doing, pushing it under the rug, not listening. And even now, in where I'm at now, I somewhat feel a sense of guilt and regret for what I had to do. And I don't know if that's like I wasn't listening, or if it hurts because I finally did what I knew I needed to do this entire time. only time will tell, and the moments that I spend with God and really listening. So I really try to make sure I do that every day. Just no distractions. Like I said, when I was driving, I didn't tell you guys, but this past weekend I went to a wedding, and when I was driving there, normally I would put music on or just have some kind of distraction to keep me, not thinking about the time that it's going to take to get there. But honestly, I didn't listen to any music. Literally, maybe for the first 2-3 hours of the ride, I sat in silence and I just prayed. I was just enjoying the scenery, and it was like, wow. It's nice to not have music on. Like, I didn't even need it on. You start to learn that there's certain things that you think you need that you don't. So yeah, faith without works is dead. So because I took the step that I did, I have to have faith that God knows what he's doing. And the best is yet to come, which is something I always say. And truly live that way and not be sad about the decision I made. And if it wasn't the right one, time will tell. Although I think deep down I already knew. It's just one of those things that's really, really hard. Really, really hard. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. So I ask that you guys keep me in prayer as I keep you all in prayer. As I've told you guys in the past, doing these videos not only helps or hopefully encourages you all, it encourages me to the fullest, especially today. I could have easily stayed in bed or, cried if I wanted to cry or just not want to deal with life. But I'm like, life goes on. If he did it before, he can do it again. Same God right now. I know I just sang this last week, but hey, it's relevant even now, so I can sing it again. And that's one thing I have is my go-to songs. So right now, the song that they played yesterday, which is it's like my anthem now, is You Make All Things New. Yes, you make all things new, and I will follow you forward. God makes all things new, and in order for me to really move forward, I have to truly have my faith and act on that faith. Not just say it, but walk in it. So I encourage you all to do the same. Thank you all for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time for God's glory. God bless.